Success Nation. I'm your host, Gary Ernest. Today we're talking about the power of being patient. And I have many stories about patience in life. And out of all those stories, there's always triumph. There's always that final stretch and finish line where you stand up on top of the Mount Olympus, you rise, and you're like, man, I have done it. But it was not without being patient. It was not without being patient. So I know right now, you have situations going around the world right now. Some people saying, you know what, this is not for me, I don't need to be in business anymore. This is taking too long. We open it up, we close it up, we open it up, we close it up. Soon we have all kinds of rules. But if you are patient enough, but you are patient in doing something, when that time comes, you'll be ready for it. So by being patient at doing something, you will be patiently achieving your goal. You will be patiently waiting to get where you need to go. Because if you're not patient at doing anything, if you want to rush at anything you are doing, you feel like the time is running out. You feel like you're running out of time. You feel like everything you do, you're just like, man, I gotta rush to get it done. You are rushing your time to fail. You're rushing your time to fail. Because you have to understand, when you are patient, have you ever heard of this? It said opportunity. It's preparation that meets opportunity. It's like when people say, you know what, you're always at the right place at the right time, Gary. G, you always at the right place at the right time. That's not true. That's not true. I have another story for you. I have a story for you about people say I'm always at the right place at the right time. And people say, you know what, this person's always at the right place at the right time. I have this guy I know once. He was a shoemaker. He would take his time making shoes for people. And people used to laugh at him. They're like, man, why do you take your time why can't you just cut them, glue them, and put them out? Is that now? I have to put my best in them. They're like, well, you're wasting your time, man. You got to speed up. He's like, no. They're like, come on. All right. A few of his friends, they would laugh at him. They're like, man, come on. You're always wasting your time, man. People around him used to rush. He would take his time. He would take his time doing everything he wants to do. He would take his time making the shoes that he's making. He would take his time. And people was like, man, come on. I don't have all day. I need this, I need it now. True. He would still take his time. Then one day, there was a contest. In a national contest for shoemakers. Mind you, everybody else used to rush with their shoes. He used to take his time. He would take his sweet time, sew the shoes, and use hot glue at the same time. Very intricate designs. Everybody went for the contest. They went before him. They're like, man, you need to go. He's like, no, I'm all right. Not going this year. They're like, come on. So the moment when he decided to enroll in that contest, he had about 22 designs that the world had never seen before. 22 designs the world had never seen before. Then when some of the judges, they were judging everybody's shoes. They were judging everybody's shoes. They looked at the ones that they looked very beautiful. When they test the quality of their shoes, they're like, oh, no good. They took about 4 of his friends. They went before him. They looked at him. They're like, man, you're not gonna make this. They were laughing at him. They went up. The judge looked at their shoes. They walked around and like, oh wow, beautiful shoes. That's what they said. Then they start testing the quality of the shoes. Then they're like, oh, okay. Now, the beauty of the shoes were no longer quality shoes. The beauty of the shoes were no longer quality shoes. The judges rejected every single one of them. Now they go, that gentleman who was taking his time making his shoes. He took his time to make the shoes to the point where people used to laugh at him. They were in category number 1, kids' shoes. Intricate design, first prize. Best quality, first prize. Being able to withstand harsh environment, first prize. By the time he left, all of his design, all of his shoes won first prize. All of the shoes that he brought to the competition, from every categories, they won first prize. Now you say to yourself, what does it have to do with patience? Remember, he was patient constructing and designing and sewing and gluing the shoes. By him being patiently constructing his materials, he was not only able to win first prize, but he was able to have his shoes mass produced by manufacturers. His shoes in design were mass produced around the world. So what I'm saying to you is this: if you are patient but you are not doing anything, you are a procrastinator. If you are patient, you're not doing anything, you are a procrastinator. Because if you are patient at doing something, once that door of opportunity, once opportunity knocks on your door, you will have a door for opportunity to knock on. Opportunity would never knock on your door if you're sitting doing nothing. Because opportunity does not knock on your door, the door of your house. It knocks on the door of your preparation. It knocks on your preparation and opens the door for you. In reality, you are the one who's knocking on opportunity's door, so opportunity can open the door for you. In reality, your preparation is the one that will be knocking on opportunity's door for opportunity to open the door for you. And as you know me, sometimes I'm going to tell you something. You might think about it. This is what I want you to do. I want you to think. I want you to start thinking from now on. Because understand this. In order for opportunity to come to you, you have to have been ready when opportunity comes. You have to have been ready when opportunity comes so opportunity can knock. But in reality, you are the one that's going to knock on opportunity's doors. That's why they say many doors are being opened for you because you are knocking on opportunity's door. Knock, knock, knock on opportunity's door. Because if you do not prepare yourself, when time is changing, if you do not prepare yourself when the world is changing, if you do not prepare yourself for that, you won't have anything even if you were patient. You will not have anything even if you were patient. A patient man who is patient at building things, a patient woman who is patient at building, by the time they get there, they'll be ready for opportunity. They'll be ready for what is coming. You will never be ready for anything unless you work at it. Give yourself a routine. Wake up early in the morning, do something. Do it on a regular basis. Do it on a regular basis. The task might be tedious. Some days you may not feel like waking up. Some days you feel like, you know what? I need to stay in my bed. I need to sleep. I need my sleep. But you know what? That extra 5 minutes, you said, you know, I got that extra 5 minutes of sleep, but let me get up and do it. Then you get up and do exactly what you need to do. Sometimes it's 5 years down the line. Sometimes it's 6 years up the road. Sometimes it's 11, 12, 13. You name it. And people's going to say to you, man, you're always at the right place at the right time. No. You're not always at the right place at the right time. You are always building yourself to prepare yourself for the right time to come. It was not by mistake. Success is by design. Thank you. Remember, like and subscribe. Share.